Find a place next, Billy. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The boy's good, huh, Pete?
Yeah. But what's he hiding from wearing that mask?
Showmanship. This is a circus, remember? What's the matter with you?
I'm thinking. Maybe there could be something funny with a man that can shoot that good.
Ever hear of Wyatt Earp or Bat Masterson? They were pretty good, too, in their day.
All out of targets.
Gee, that was great. When are you going to teach me to use a gun like that?
After you learn how not to shoot one. First, you got to remember to keep your gun locked till you're ready to use it. And never turn around on a firing line with a loaded gun in your hand.
You see, a gun is an awful big responsibility to a man, Corky.
I guess so. Why do you always wear that?
Support. I've got a weak wrist and it steadies my hand. Couldn't shoot without it.
I bet you could shoot blindfolded.
Hey, now, none of that. Not with your Uncle Joey setting up those targets.
Corky was right, Billy. You and Joey have got a great act.
Thanks, Mr. Champion. And thanks for giving me the chance.
Well, don't thank me. Thank Corky. If it wasn't for him, you'd still be pounding tent stakes.
And if it was up to me, you still would be.
Pete's a natural-born worrywart. Don't worry about it. He just hates to lose a good roustabout.
Yeah, sure. I understand.
Well, I'll see you in the center ring at showtime, partner.
Only one man can do that.
You think that's really him?
I know it's him. Come on.
Come in. Hi.
You and Uncle Joey sure did wow out there.
Thanks, Corky.
Could I help you do that?
Yeah, sure. Wipe it down. Don't get it sticky.
Yes, sir.
Careful, don't get your finger near the trigger.
Is it loaded?
Loaded or not, never put your finger in the guard unless your gun's pointed at the target. It's very important.
I guess I got a lot to learn.
Most important thing to learn about guns is when not to use them. I've got a lot to learn, too. Things you're learning now, I should have learned a long time ago. Tell you what. You give me a few lessons in geography and such, and I'll start teaching you how to use this thing the right way.
Hey, is that a promise?
Hey, it sure is.
I'll go get my books.
All right.
Billy boy,
What are you doing here, Earl?
why don't you meet a pal of mine? Matt, meet my kid brother, Billy Stanton.
Howdy.
Or are you still using the family name?
What do you want, Earl?
All business, huh? All right, that's what we're here for. Got a proposition for you, Billy.
I'm not interested.
Hey, you haven't heard it yet, kid. Suppose you sit down and listen, huh?
Suppose you keep out of this, mister.
Look, I don't have to take this from this punk kid.
Mind your manners, Billy boy. Matt's got a very sensitive nature. There's no reason we can't discuss this like gentlemen.
We got nothing to discuss, gentlemen.
Oh, but we have. Well, this circus setup is perfect. I couldn't have planned it better myself.
You keep away from the circus, Earl. Far away.
Sure. After it serves our purpose, no need to ever come back.
I'm warning you, Earl. I haven't given you any trouble up till now. I walked out of your life because I didn't want any part of it. But don't try to push into my life now, or I'll show you what trouble really means.
Ingratitude is one thing I'll never be able to understand, Billy boy.
You don't understand a lot of things, Earl. You don't understand that you're a has-been, something that doesn't even exist anymore. Fast man with a gun may have been big stuff when we were kids, but that's a thing of the past. And so are you. When you gonna grow up, Earl?
Sonny, maybe I gotta rely on the only talent I know. And I'm not willing to settle for being a sideshow freak. Come on, Billy. Throw in with us.
Don't do me any favors.
All right. That's it, then.
Well, what do you think of it?
What's it for, Uncle Joey?
It's a butterfly. Billy's going to shoot it off the nose. We're going to try it out in the performance this afternoon.
Gee, you think I could learn to do that?
But I don't see why not. A man can do most anything he tries to if he tries hard enough. Like giving baths to baby elephants, for instance. I bet if you were to practice real hard, you could give that elephant a bath without giving yourself a shower.
Oh, I've been trying, Uncle Joey. Ay. It's Bimbo that needs the practice.
This elephant. Good.
What are you doing here? I told you last night
Sure, kid, I know, but, and I would have stayed away, except it was on account of Earl.
Earl? Well, what about him?
Well, I guess maybe some of the things you said to him last night must have cut him up pretty bad. Even though he ain't the kind to show it. Anyway, he left here all worked up as if he was trying to prove something to himself, or maybe to you. And he did something pretty careless, which ain't a bit like him. And he got himself hurt.
Hurt? How bad?
Oh, bad, kid. Bad. He, took a bullet low. I got him out of there before the law caught up with us, but I don't know how long he's going to last. He's asking for you.
Me? Well, what for?
I'm sure I don't know. If it was me, I wouldn't want anything to do with you. Well, I guess you're still his favorite brother. He wants to square himself with you before he checks out. Well, I told him I'd deliver his message. Nothing more I can do.
Wait.
I gotta get back.
Well, where is he?
Well, I got him in Scotty's shack. But if you're coming with me, mister, you're coming alone.
You think I want anybody to know about this any more than you do? Wait for me. I'll get my horse.
Billy boy.
My mistake, thinking you were worth caring about.
No, don't spoil it, Billy boy. You know, I'm mighty proud that you thought enough of your no-good brother to come running when he needed you.
Better listen to what he's got to say, kid.
All right, but remember, make it quick. You're a very sick man.
We still want you to throw in with us, Billy boy. You know, we figure there's about a $1,500 take in that circus. Boy, we could sure go a long way on that.
It's a short way from there to where you're going, Earl.
That doesn't make any difference. You're gonna do it just the same.
Meaning?
Well, the way I got it figured, it doesn't matter whether you help me or not. Just so long as it looks like you did. Because after that, you're gonna have to stick with me whether you like it or not. Simple enough?
Well, maybe I'm not simple enough. I don't get it.
Billy boy, after you do your act today, you're gonna relieve that circus of all its ready cash. On the other hand, if you don't do your act today, I will. You see, I watched your little show, and it'll be a cinch. Especially after I taught you all those cute little tricks with the gun.
There's one you didn't teach him.
You didn't have to do that. All right, time up. I'll meet you here by the wagon after the show. Yeah.
Hurry up, we're on next. Gee, it got kind of worried when I didn't see it come back.
Mm-hmm.
Something's wrong, Grimble. He's not even wearing his wristband. And he said he couldn't shoot without it.
Well, what do you think of him, Sheriff?
I'm glad he's working for you, Mr. Champion. I'd sure hate to have that man working against me.
Billy, you forgot the new trick.
Hey, Billy!
What happened out there?
Well, I don't know. Claws must have gone to his head. Made him forget. Yeah, didn't even do the butterfly trick. You know, I'm going to have to talk to that boy. He stepped right on my biggest laugh.
Remember, you do the talking.
Just a minute. Well, hello, Billy. Don't tell me you're here for a raise already. What's the matter with you, Billy? You're out of your mind? Keep him covered, Billy. One word out of you and they'll put you to bed with a shovel.
Well, this butterfly gag is going to have to wait till another show.
Yeah, funny. You know, it ain't like Billy to forget a thing like that. He's always so careful and particular about everything he does.
Yeah.
Gosh, Pete, are you getting to like him too?
Oh, heck, I always did. But you know how I am, Corky. I ain't happy unless I got something to grouse about.
Wally, run over to Midway and get the sheriff. Eddie, round up the boys and get ready to ride.
What happened, boss?
Billy Benson just held us up.
What?
That's right. The masked marvel and some pal of his took every cent.
Not Billy!
I'm sorry, Corky. It was Billy, all right.
I knew all along there was something funny about that man.
Mr. Champion,
What is it, Corky?
can I go along? If Billy's in trouble, I want to help.
Billy's in trouble, all right, but there's nothing you can do to help.
Maybe I can.
Here comes Baldy with the sheriff.
You're just in time, Sheriff. We can catch him if we hurry.
Hold your horses, Mr. Champion. I'm the law in these here parts, and you've got no authority to deputize a posse on your own.
But, Sheriff, I thought that if we went after...
You thought. Hereafter, I'll do all the thinking around here. If any crime has been committed, I gotta sit down and sift through the evidence, question the suspects, and reach a solution through possible deduction. That's how it's done.
Evidence?
Yeah.
Deductions? We know who did it, one of them anyway. He stuck a gun in my ribs, slugged me, and made up with the entire bankroll. That calls for action, not deductions.
I'll be the best judge of that. Now, this is my job, and we're going to do it my way. And we're going to go back right where you started from and begin according to the due process of the law. Then, after I examine the facts in the case and decide on a course of action, the legal wheels will begin to turn. And that's me.
Well, the wheels of my circus can't turn until I get the cash back. It takes money to move a show.
That's your problem, mister. And I don't mind telling you that I don't appreciate your interference in this matter. And if you don't start behaving in a more cooperative and respectable manner, I'm going to hold you and the whole circus in contempt.
Well, the feeling is mutual, friend.
Uncle Joy, Mr. Champion,
What is it, Corky?
I found this in Billy's wagon.
What's this, evidence?
Yes, Billy never shoots without it.
Well, he didn't have it on today when he came to my wagon.
Now, wait a minute. It could have been somebody else wearing Billy's outfit, the mask and all.
Well, I'd sure like to see another man that could shoot like him.
Pete's right. He came right from the show to my wagon.
But he didn't shoot the butterfly off my nose. Somebody could have taken his place. Somebody who didn't know about our new trick.
All right, where's the money? Where's Billy?
Maybe he's still with a man he left with this morning, before the show.
Left? What man? Where'd they go?
Some place called Scotty's Shack, I think.
Corky, why didn't you tell me about this before?
Well, I would have if he didn't come back, but he did. I mean, at least I thought it was him. But if it wasn't him, then he didn't come back.
Now we're getting somewhere. That's what I like about evidence. You just don't go off willy-nilly. We're going to Scotty's Shack.
You know where it is, Sheriff?
Sure, there's nothing up there but an old mine. Nobody's used it for years. A perfect hideout, I'd say.
All right, boys, mount up.
Here, Mr. Chappie. Now, just a minute. I give the orders around here.
All right, give them.
Mount up, boys.
Mr. Champion, I've got to go along.
All right, Corky. I guess you've earned it.
Take it easy, kid. Cut him loose.
So you pulled it off.
Just like clockwork. And we're cutting you in for the third of the take, Billy boy.
I guess you win, Earl. Like you said, I'm in too deep now anyway. And I figure if you can't lick 'em, join 'em.
Now you're talking sense, Billy boy.
The shack's up there, just above those big rocks.
You know, nobody asked me how I feel about splitting my share with the kid.
Don't be greedy, Matt. We couldn't have pulled this job off without Billy. Him on our team. This is only the beginning.
Look, you can split your share with me if you want. I want my share. Come on.
You got nothing to say about it, friend. Or do you?
Stand where you are, Earl. I'm taking you back. You, Matt, and the money.
I'm disappointed in you, Billy boy, on 2 counts. Your ingratitude and your overconfidence.
Leave the horses here. Come on.
You keep out of this, Matt. This between Billy and me. You should have seen me do your act today, Billy boy. You've been mighty proud of me.
Wait a minute. If we go in there now, Billy might get killed.
Give me the gun, Earl.
You keep out of this, Matt. I warned you, Matt. Don't do it.
I'm doing this my way.
Thanks, Earl. I'm sorry it had to be this way.
Sorry, Matt. Couldn't let a man bushwhack my own brother. Forget it. I knew sooner or later I'd have to meet a man who was faster, smarter, had more nerve than I did. I'm kind of glad, Billy boy. Glad it was you.
Gee, Billy didn't even use his gun.
That's something for you to remember.
Yeah.